And my question is, what advice can I give my friend who is pregnant by an inmate? A little more information. She's a CO.
Hold up. We need context. What is it? Hold up. What is he in jail for?
He a fool.
He's well,
Fucking a CEO.
All right. What did he do?
I don't necessarily know what he did.
How long he gonna be there?
He still got an hour, I'm sorry, a year and a half left.
Okay, we can make this work. How long he been in there?
8 years already.
Oh, okay. That nigga did something felonious. Dr. Bryant, love is love, right? You know how you got love after lockup. This is love during it. What do you, in this situation, what do you do?
I mean, she's pregnant at this point, right? How far-
Hi, my name is Khadija. And my question is, what advice can I give my friend who is pregnant by an inmate? A little more information. She's a CO.
Hold up. We need context. What is it? Hold up. What is he in jail for?
He a fool.
He's well,
Fucking a CEO.
All right. What did he do?
I don't necessarily know what he did.
How long he gonna be there?
He still got an hour, I'm sorry, a year and a half left.
Okay, we can make this work. How long he been in there?
8 years already.
Oh, okay. That nigga did something felonious. Dr. Bryant, love is love, right? You know how you got love after lockup. This is love during it. What do you, in this situation, what do you do?
I mean, she's pregnant at this point, right? How far along is she?
She's due in January.
Okay.
Lock the baby up too, goddamn. Lock the baby up too. Man.
Hey,
I mean, my thing is this. He's getting out in a year and a half.
yeah.
They've obviously have had a relationship longer than 10 months, right? Because
Yeah.
she's pregnant and due in January. So they've been in relationship. This woman knew when she started dating this guy in jail. She knew his release date.
Yeah.
So that means that she had every intent on doing what? Being with him once he was released. And so if she really feels that way, you know, on a positive note, maybe he'll get out and he'll be able to acclimate to society and he will have a second chance and they'll be able to have a real healthy, you know, family.
What's up, Dimitri? What's up, man?
Maybe.
Tell y'all something. Listen.
Maybe.
The thing about it is, can I be healthy for a second? Damn,
Go ahead,
I
let's
can be
be healthy,
healthy.
yeah.
Jesus. The problem is, a lot of women are in situations where niggas who's locked in other situations all the time.
Yes.
So she's with this nigga in prison. Circumstantially, he might only like her because she's available.
Yes.
So when he get out, that
Yes.
may not even be her nigga no more.
Yes.
That nigga's for the streets.
Hey, listen. No. We gonna talk positively about this brother. He probably been reading and shit. He probably done turned his life over.
Got some muscle.
Now, can I ask a question? This is a personal question just to the ladies real quick. Have you ever fantasized being fucked by an inmate? Okay. That's too far. I took it too far. That gotta be some aggressively fast sex. Like, you can't really get into that shit. You gotta make it happen. That's some crazy shit. Now, I'm gonna give you the best advice I have for this. She there already. And I'm gonna make this larger than just this situation. I just don't want y'all to continue to double down on dumb shit. There are times in your life that you know that you should put distance between you and the man that's only there to distract you. She got distracted from her fucking job by a man that can't even go to the restroom when he wants to. And I don't want to sound like I'm trying to like stab at this, but I'm saying, if a man ain't got his own freedom, how can he be the source of yours? And I wish the best because there's a child involved. I'm going to speak to what he said, though. right now you are the only option. You are the only woman naive enough to get pregnant by me in fucking jail.
She always be going in on it. Just going in. But it's the reality of the nature of men, you know, of some men. And women, you know, it's the world we live in. The sooner you understand that and accept it and educate yourself and expose yourself to it, then you could prepare yourself on how to protect yourself.
And so right now I have you. Now listen, this is not me villainizing this man. Maybe this man has changed his life. He gonna get out and he gonna, you know, but
That nigga ain't gonna. He ain't gonna.
Wait a minute. I was gonna say, right, and I was gonna say, wait, Ace, he could be fucking other fucking employees at the fucking job. You can't say this is his only option.
They fucking inmates. What are we talking about?
I know.
What the fuck are we talking about?
No. Next question. Can we get the next question, please? Thank you.
Keep it
Hey,
real.
listen, this is what I want her to do.
That's wild.
Don't tell nobody else. I want her to keep her job. So don't tell nobody else. This is January. We're gonna wait till that baby. Hey, note to the editor. Can I not release this until after January? Okay. After January. All right. What's your name?
Hi.
What's your question?
Hi, my name is Destiny. My question is, am I sick for constantly throwing up infidelity to my ex, but I cheated back too? He just doesn't know.
No, he cheated first. He cheated first.
He did. He
He
cheated,
cheated first. Oh,
He know now, fool.
no, hold on. Contextual question. Context.
And why would he care? I mean, it would just reinforce what he already knows about you. Or reveal something more about you that didn't check the list. And vice versa. Dirty games.
Yes.
Did you have to catch him cheating?
Yes, I did.
So he need to catch you too. Shit. Hey, listen, if I had to catch you, nigga, you gotta catch me. All right, that's unhealthy. Docs,
Yes, very much so.
Docs, what should she do?
My question is, though, you say he's your ex.
He is, yeah.
So why does it matter you talking about what you did if y'all not
Like I just said.
even together no more?
Y'all needed a good question. I felt like a good question.
But I mean, that's part of the issue. Like, people got to know when to let the luggage be the luggage and leave that shit where the fuck it is. And that must mean that you still want to play to some degree with this individual, correct? You still like him? Y'all still fucking?
No, we're not.
Y'all not? Okay, but you want to.
No.
So why does it matter?
I mean, I still have love for him. I can be honest and say that, yeah.
So the other part of it is, it sound like you want your get back, correct?
I got my get back.
But he don't know it yet, so you ain't complete the get back until he knows that, right?
Hey,
And that side of niggas still got you roped in because you still care that much to get the get back. You gotta let that shit go, man.
Hold on, let me
But they don't hit me though.
add this before I get to Candace. Let me say this to you. I'm gonna take this a little bit serious. I agree with what you were saying, but on some real, and this is speaking to relationships prior, there is so much self-blame that I put in myself about the destruction of a previous relationship because somebody withheld that type of information. And so while I get we gonna giggle and shit, but it's like, if you left, and this is if you left, and you cheated when you were in a relationship with that man, right?
Correct.
But it's not like you're gonna leave and be like, oh man, we both was fucked up. You're gonna leave, you fucked up, you did this, you did that, you did this, and that man is carrying that shit. No, we fucked up. And I wish more people would be honest about that, because although we are all responsible individually for our healing, sometimes the way we leave people can make that journey so much more difficult if you weren't honest. To see what you think.
I think a lot of times too, women use their leverage in situations because they don't have anything else to do. They don't have anything else to give, right? Your package isn't all the way tight like it should be. And a lot of times when you haven't healed, when you haven't self-developed, when a man can come back around and you right back where you left him, you'll start using old shit like, oh, you cheated, because you really haven't done the work, right? And so your package isn't actually tight enough to move on to the next situation. And you're saying that, oh yeah, well, I got my lick back. But at the end of the day, when you use that certain thing, manipulation comes in a whole bunch of ways, right? And if you were somebody that has healed, that has moved on, that has really gotten your act together, where you have leveled up to the point where you're not going to hold somebody down for their mistakes, knowing that it's fake manipulation for that information. If you was really that girl, let's talk about it. If you was really who you say you don't have to blame a nigga for old shit, even though you got your lick back, right? But you really stuck in the same place that nigga had you a long time ago. And that's why you're using the leverage for things that he did when it's actually not even the truth. You will one day, and who knows when that day will come, when you really glow up, you're going to release that man from an old lie and an old tale, because when you really reach a peak of self-development, you'll be able to tell the truth about what you did, even if it make you look bad, because you on to the next. You got yourself together and you've really done the work. So you're using your leverage in a manipulative way.
Candace, what's up?
Yeah, y'all clap it up.
Cooked on that.
The question asks, am I sick? And I would never tell you that you are sick. But there obviously is still some healing that needs to be done, because you allowed a man to trick you into betraying yourself. And you allowed him to trick you into obtaining the karma of doing to somebody what they did to you. That's vengeance. And that lives in the heart. And that starts to erode the spirit, and it starts to erode the soul. So while it's funny, it's still something that actually occurred. And now when you enter a new relationship and they ask you, are you a cheater?
I gotta run that back just to make sure y'all heard that.
And I would never tell you that you are sick. But there obviously is still some healing that needs to be done, because you allowed a man to trick you into betraying yourself. And you allowed him to trick you into obtaining the karma of doing to somebody what they did to you. That's vengeance. And that lives in the heart. And that starts to erode the spirit, and it starts to erode the soul. So while it's funny, it's still something that actually occurred. And now when you enter a new relationship and they ask you, are you a cheater? You're going to have to say yes. Right? And so you're going to have to reveal that when someone hurts me, everything within me is open to hurting them back. And it's going to reveal a part of your character that other people are not going to be willing to laugh at.
Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. You could say I once was a cheater if you actually took the time and did the work to heal what caused that reaction of the cheating in the first place. But if you ain't taking the time to do the healing, you ain't taking the time to do the work, then yeah, announce yourself as a cheater. Because instead of I once cheated, or I cheated back then, or whatever. Because once a cheater, always a cheater. Once this, always that. That's such a generalization, and it doesn't apply to every single person. So take it or leave it. I don't fucking care. Excuse my language, or not.
And this is why when you're in a relationship, the unhealthiest person sets the tone and sets the temperature. And if you recognize that a person is willing to dishonor you, the way to get your get back is not by dishonoring them, and it's not by dishonoring yourself in the process. It's really by doing your healing work and learning when it's time to get the hell on. So it's not that you're sick. It's that there's something within you that doesn't know how to reclaim her power. And what you did was you mimicked what you saw. It's healthier ways to reclaim your power. And the last thing is, if a person has dishonored you in that way and you still are communicating with them, you still talking about how much love you have for them, it's a reflection of the love that you don't have for yourself.
Cut them. Cut them.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to make it quick. You said, are you sick? Which means you enjoy throwing it in his face. And all I'm going to say for everybody who enjoys getting their get back, it's fun until you have something you can't give back.
Hey,
Hold on.
Bars.
When you go out there and you fucking on these people in revenge, you may fuck someone who gonna leave you with something you gotta walk around with for the rest of your motherfucking days. And imagine that. The devil done got his get back on you all because you got vengeance in your heart for somebody else.
woo! Okay, I got a contextual question.
Deep.
Hopefully you want to be honest. How soon after you found out that he cheated did you cheat?
It was a few times. He actually cheated a few times.
Okay, but like the one time, in between the last time you found out about the infidelity, how soon afterwards did you get your lick back?
It probably was, I would say like a few months.
Oh, well, I mean, you just a cheater at that point.
A few
But so,
months.
Did you feel guilty about it?
I did feel guilty about it. I did, because I felt like I stooped down to his level. So yes, I did.
you know,
So I mean, yeah, there is a level of self-reflection that I do have. So I'm not.
And I just want to say this to all of us ladies in here. We got to be careful of the environment we put ourselves in, because our environment will change us before we change it. And oftentimes we become a product of the environment of the man that we choose. I always say this, and listen, it's going to poke at some people, and you know, it is what it is. But I always say, a baby daddy going to be a baby daddy. If you look at, y'all going to kill me for this, and I'm okay with that. If you look at the baby daddies and the baby mamas, it's usually recycled between the same people. Facts, I heard you. And I'm not saying that to ding nobody. Stick with me, y'all. Because you become a product of the environment you put yourself in. So most men who have multiple kids by multiple women, by the time you date him and end up pregnant, that relationship also doesn't work, and you become the multiple baby mama with the man who has multiple kids with multiple women, right or wrong. Okay? And vice versa. So what I'm saying to us men and women, we have to be very, very, very diligent on who the fuck we are choosing to put ourselves in. Ask yourself this question. Do I want to become the product of him or her's environment? If the answer is no, it's a hard no. And I'll land on this. If you wouldn't want a son like that man, you shouldn't be fucking having kids by that man. And if you wouldn't want a daughter like that woman, fellas, you shouldn't be having no kids by that woman.
I know she taking the hits right now in the public eye or whatever because of the certificate or whatever, but wisdom is wisdom. Philosophy is philosophy. Knowledge is knowledge. Game is game. And if you could take something and do something positive with it, then shut the hell up. Quit your whining. And like whatever, you know, I don't care, doc or not, you know. And whatever, that little video I saw was enough. She got the things on the wall. I don't need to overanalyze it. I got life to live, baby.
So we got to do a better job of checking out what product we want to become first, and then choosing that environment that aligns with that.
thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. While we get in that next question, the 10-second thing is, I think I view it differently. I think you all are viewing it as, I think it's the spirit in which she said it, but sometimes that information can be freeing to a person. And like I said, I know we always have a disagreement about that, but I'm saying, like, if this happened while we were in a relationship, you don't know what type of mental anguish that man is going through, thinking that you exited this relationship properly. Hear me out. Nope. Because hold up, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna speak my truth. Because hold on, you left making it me see.
I mean, one would argue that since he initiated the anguish, him sitting with it and the confusion might actually cause him or her, actually whoever the cheater was, and potentially got cheated on or whatever when leaving the relationship. If they have that anguish, maybe that will initiate the healing process within them. So, and if it has adverse effects, I don't know. Is that proper healing? No. But hurt people hurt people. So that's why it's good to do things like this, you know. Do your studying. Read your Bible. Read literature that's uplifting. Listen to everything, actually. I mean, everything that doesn't really affect your spirit. As long as you put your armor on and you ready and you are looking and you looking through the eyes of God per se, or with God covering you, and with good intentions and great intentions, and you got the angels and you got God deflecting any negativity that tries to come at you, take it out. Like, listen, educate yourself, get a different perspective and a different opinion.
Seemed like I was the cheater.
Hold on.
Nigga, we cheated.
But hold on.
And I think this needs to be corrected.
No, hold on.
Oh, no.
You cheated. Hold on, y'all.
No, we cheaters.
You follow his leadership.
You cheated. That's my point.
Follow his
there
leadership.
You go. He cheated first. Let's go down this narrative for a second. He cheated first, right? Doesn't make neither right or wrong. When I'm talking about tit for tat is right or wrong. You cheated first. So when you first cheated before I cheated, you think that I give a fuck about what mental state you're in when you dismantle my heart? When you were fucking dishonest and you were deceiving me? You think I
Didn't I just say that?
give a fuck about your mental state?
That's what I was saying. If what I was saying went a little too long.
You didn't care about my mental state when you stepped out on me and cheated on me. So you want me to have the same compassion? Don't gaslight me. Don't gaslight me and make it seem like I did something wrong. Nigga, you cheated first. Don't gaslight me. And that's the problem.
But you did do something wrong because you allowed yourself to be changed. You allowed yourself to be lowered. You allowed yourself to react. We got to stop reacting and we got to mentally prepare ourselves.
That's the problem. When we get our lick back, they can't take that shit, ladies. They can't take that shit.
Don't clock that shit. Hey, listen. Whatever. More than the cheating, the thing that offended me most about her question was her dishonesty. And I'm a person, I live by this. I'm a person that values the honesty. Now, I get what you're saying, he wasn't honest with her. But I'm saying we are responsible for ourselves and how we move and how we operate. And when you now become the same person that you're now trying to villainize in front of 1,000 people, I don't think it makes you any better. So while y'all were clapping, I get that. But you turned into the same shit. And that's the point that I think we were all saying. Okay.
It's one last thing, because I hear what you're saying, but I do want to say this. Sometimes people are not cheating for you, baby. They cheating for themselves. And so that doesn't mean that I'm into transparency, honesty, but get what I'm saying? Sometimes she might have cheated for herself. So for her to come and tell him, look, I cheated, that would be her trying to say, I'm trying to take a dig at you. But if she cheated for herself to be able to move on, for her own self to feel a certain way or feel like she even the playing field, then that's her shit. It doesn't make it right.
Niggas
but it
take
makes
notes, because if we cheat for ourselves.
Say that's just what it is.
No,
shit.
we cheat, no. We cheat for ourselves.
That's it.
You know,
That's it.
because I mean, because I'm not cheating again. I'm cheating for myself.
Doc, I'm cheating for myself.
What's your question? What's your name? What's your question?
They're ridiculous, man. They're ridiculous. Man, nah.
Question.
Hi, good evening. My name's Heather, and my question is, what gives Guy the ick?
What gives guys the ick?
Shit, I know for me, the ick, y'all.
Like,
Hey, like you ever seen too many ants in a circle together?
No doubt.
And that shit make you itchy lip? That's what you're talking about?
No doubt. I know for me, I got to the point where I became a grown-ass man for real, and I realized how much, and this may piss some of the women off in here, but it is what it is. I realized how much lack of accountability I had accepted in my relationships. And I got to the point where when I started to vet, not even vet, but we were just building our relationship. It was probably like 3 or 4 months in. I don't even remember what it was about. It was something light. But you was the first woman to ever apologize to me. And not only did you apologize, and of course I didn't need it, I I can't even say I didn't want it because you've taught me to know how to verbalize the things that my soul and my spirit wants that my mind says I don't need because I'm a man. But you gave me the apology. You broke down why you feel like you fucked up, right? You gave me the whole explanation. And that kind of healed certain parts of my heart that I didn't even know was broken because I held so much space to be violated in ways where the accountability was never taken. And I realized, I kind of already knew, but I realized in that moment, this is my wife. I could have
That's some sexy shit right there. Hey, Buddha. Hey, Buddha, that's some sexy shit you talking about over there. You my woman.
And look, real quick, hindsight being 2020, looking back and knowing what I know now and realizing there are women out here who can take accountability to that degree, looking back at that version of myself before I met my wife, I couldn't have continued to get into another fucking relationship with a woman that could not say, my bad.
Dimitri, do you have an ick?
Yeah, what does it for me, I hate when you meet a person, right, and they try to act as if they're better by shaming who they was with before. Like, you can't come to me saying all this bad shit this person has done and you've act like you've never done anything wrong to fail this relationship. It bothers me to the core because it's like, again, and it goes back to accountability. Your level of accountability is so dismissive that you attempt to honor yourself. And then later you find out they gonna dog you the same way they dogged the person before them. And, you know, that does it for me.
I think too, now granted I'm not a man, right? But I think that women that lack identity, okay? When you meet a man, I wish more women knew how much having standards and boundaries will get them. It is the sexiest shit that you ever seen, okay? If you meet a man and where he want to go, you want to go. What he want to do, you want to do. When you always are like, oh yeah, no, it's okay, we can reschedule. Women that lack identity and you just mold into what, I'm telling you, that man is mentally off of you, right? I'm telling y'all, you don't want to be the empathetic Elizabeth, the patient Pamela. You want to be the, look, I can go on and on, right? You want to be, hold me here, the difficult Danielle, right? A man loves when you're gonna test his boundaries, when you're gonna stand up for yourself, when you're gonna
Sis.
have a backbone.
Hold on now. That might be one of my hicks now that I think about
Let me
it.
tell you that.
Hold on.
They can say what they want, but all them most here, they hold on, we got a couple people up here in relationships and they with those women because they were a difficult Danielle. They held their ground. They spoke up for themselves. They were able to say, hey, you know what? I don't really like that. That's not what I want to do. And if they tell Dimitri, Docs, they know those women were the ones that stood up for themselves. And I'm telling you, if you are a woman that's just fluid, you don't care what's going on, you have no standards and no boundaries, I promise you that man has already mentally tapped out. And you can ask anybody in this office, in this audience, the women that they want to take down to the altar, that they want to have by their side, at the end of the day, are the women that spoke on their behalf, that had a backbone and that could stand 10 toes down.
Now that's facts. As far as, clap it up. I know Ace, you going to come with some shit, right? But just to add on to that, I do feel like that's facts because those moments of Candace challenging me, those difficult Danielles, as you put it, those type of moments, it's made me evolve into a better man for myself. It's made me evolve into a better leader for my wife and for my family. And I wouldn't be on stages like this and in rooms like this without the lessons I've been able to download from them difficult moments. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you on that.
This shit here, man. It just hits all up in here. Right. That nigga talking.
Nigga. All right. And guess what? That's been another episode of the Tonight's Conversation.
Yeah, baby. Thanks for watching. Let's get it. Y'all have a great one.